As difficult as it is to say, because as you guys know, he likes to yap a lot. I gotta give Froch credit. You know, I'm not gonna get into the pig pen with him and go back and forth. You know, and when I found out he was retiring, I was able to let a little bit more out of the bag a little bit. But one thing I appreciate about him was he wasn't the most talented. He wasn't the fastest or any of those things. But I recognized something in him that I have in me, which was a competitiveness, where you're going to have to try to kill me to beat me. Like, that's not just a cliche, it was a real thing. And his competitiveness is what got him to where he was and kept him there. Some guys weren't willing to go to a certain place in training, and then also in that fight when the lights came on, and he was willing to go there. So it wasn't any one thing that he did, but I felt the intensity, and I respected it, and I'll always respect it.
I schooled him as well.
And he's saying that,
well, I now know you made the right decision, but how did you know when you make the transition from being an Olympian to a pro? How did you know to stay with Hunter?
I mean, for me, it was really no option.
Yeah.
You know, and again, it's so tough because, I can give you guys my story, but you have to know your situation. I've seen guys in the pro ranks go through, 4 or 5 trainers, and you can see that they're chasing a named trainer. And maybe that works, maybe it doesn't. But for me, he'd been with me since I've been this big. So he knew me, and obviously he knows me. So I've never, I can remember when I got knocked down against Boone early in my career, the things that were written, oh, he needs a pro coach. He needs this. And they didn't realize that I was right where I needed to be in terms of my development. You're going to hit rocky moments. In boxing, it's not if, it's when. So I never had a question about that. And then as we continue to develop, continue to win, and continue to progress, then those critics, they back up and they go back in the background.
Apart from Floyd coming back again.
Yeah. So, and then you see even in my last fight, coached his tail off. I needed him in that moment. And he didn't panic. He had a sense of urgency, as he should have. But when I look back at the fight and I listen to the things that he told me, I couldn't have imagined going in the fight with anybody else than a man who knows me better than anybody else in that arena, outside of my wife, obviously. So it wasn't ever a question for me. You kind of just know,